Midwest City, Oklahoma City, and streaming audio at
The
www.ktlv1220.com.
views and opinions expressed on this program or the products endorsed on this program are not necessarily those of KTLV Radio.
Good morning, Oklahoma City, and welcome to the Clara Luper Show. In a moment, your host, Sister Clara Luper.
Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Karen, you didn't bring. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a happy good morning to you, wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is being brought to you by your Allstate agent, Marilyn Hildred. The telephone number is 843-0811. The office is located at 730 Britton Road in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. It's the end of Black History Month. Tomorrow will be the end. But Black history is a history that's alive every day of the year. If you appreciate flowers, let me tell you what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to go to 8485 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. You will go to the Black's Flower Shop. Elaine J. Pollard is the owner and the operator, and she has a staff that is out of sight. The Black's Flower Shop was established in the year 1934, dark period in our history, but it's alive today, serving weddings, funerals, plants, fruit baskets, fresh flowers, fruit baskets, gifts, flowers for all occasions, weddings. Take this telephone number down, 424-5715, and they are open from 8:30 to 5:30, Monday through Friday, and today they will be open until 12 o'clock. They serve Oklahoma City, Midwest City, Dale City, and the Spencer areas. They have nationwide delivery. Why don't you call 424-5715? This portion of our program is brought to you by Soul Bazaar 2004, which will be March 5th and 6th at the Plaza Hotel in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We would like to thank all of you that have agreed to be with us. Some of you have been with us during our entire 30, 34, or 35 years, and you will be with us on Friday. Clara Luper, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. At 11 o'clock today, funeral services will be held for one of our own, Theodis Payne, at exactly 11 o'clock at the Mount Olive Baptist Church, the Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church, located at 42nd and Kelly, northeast of 42nd and Kelly in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Many of you will remember Theodis Payne for various reasons. He was a well-known activist in Oklahoma. He fought many fights. He never detoured away from a fight. He hated unfairness and inequality and spoke his mind every step of the way. He had his own radio show. He had a show on KTOK and KTLV. I am very happy to tell you that he was one of my students, and I'm very proud of that. In 1996, Theodis Payne purchased an old Dungy School building, and he was able to accomplish what he wanted to accomplish, and that was to open the facility as the Dungy Academy. This academy provided educational and social services for at-risk youth. The building was remodeled. Several of the school graduates are now attending colleges throughout this state. Theodis was a graduate of Langston University and a graduate of the University of Oklahoma School of Social work. Yes, today at exactly 11 o'clock, his funeral will be held at the Greater Mount Olive Baptist Church. Many of you will remember him as an active member of the loving St. James Baptist Church where he grew up. You remember him as the son of Kenneth and Minnie Payne, beloved parents. Many of you will remember him as a grandson of the eminent Mrs. Carr, who followed her children and who loved her children and taught them what it means to be loved. But many of you remember him as Kenneth Payne Jr.'s brother, or maybe through his sisters, Carmelita, Cletha, or maybe through his own children, Christy Payne, Clara Payne, maybe so, Theodis L. Payne Jr., by his loving wife, Margaret. Well, that service will be held at 11 o'clock today. Those of you in Oklahoma City, I want you to remember Theodis Payne. Oh, somebody wrote, the evil that men live after them, but the good is often interred with their bones. Yes, we've all made mistakes, and certainly Theodis made mistakes. So did Clara Luper, and so did you. But it's an interesting thing. For all of our mistakes, once upon a time there was a hill. Call it Calvary, but on that hill he died in order that our mistakes could be wiped away. Thank God for a man that could forgive us for all of our mistakes. Well, what's going on, Clara Luper? Well, we have people filing for District number 97. That's going to be a hot race. Linda Holman is filing, Chrizzo Meadows, Skip Kelly, a well-known attorney, Mike Shelton, Chrizzo Meadows, and anybody else that want to file on. But it's something dramatically missing in Oklahoma City. Is those of us, I can't say of us because I haven't missed voting in an election since I've been in this city. But those of us that don't get out to vote. Now, we had a young man who wanted to be mayor, and he could have been elected with your votes, but you didn't vote. All you're doing is running your mouths, talking, and talk won't get it. It's votes that count. So many times people say, well, I'm going to vote, and you ask them to vote, they have a headache, a toe ache, or something, and they don't get out and vote. And I would like to thank all of you that got out and vote. I read in the paper the most ignorant statement that I have ever read by a college student. Calvin, don't tell me it was ignorant, because any time a college student at Southern Nazarene University who came into Oklahoma from Indiana, and then this young man brags about, I don't vote. Can you imagine that? And he doesn't know he doesn't know the history of Southern Nazarene University, where blacks could not go until somebody voted.
Somebody voted. Mom, let me say good morning to you, because, I've been running in and out of the beautiful blue room. I'm watching my partner Lex over there get his things together with it. He got it going on. I'm celebrating the birthday. But the best part of this whole day is that we're live and in living color right here on KTLV 1220 on your AM dial. I want you to call that friend, call that neighbor, invite them to be a part of this, the Clara Luper Radio Show, a very special show, not only because you're listening, but because there's a lot to be said. And, Mom, I know you've had a busy week. You've gone a lot of places, and we had an opportunity to see that young man that said that he didn't vote. And he wasn't interested in politics. And you know what? I saw him on the basketball court at OCU. That was the funniest thing. Not only does he not vote, he didn't play very well either. He didn't do no offense. He didn't do no defense. The last 2 points, you know who they stole the ball from?
Who?
The young man that said that he couldn't vote. And I had a time, and a lot of people around me had a time, because not only Did he missed the pass? No, he missed making the pass. And a little 25 on OCU. I can remember the number. I don't remember the names, but he took that ball down and boom, got fouled. I don't understand it, but I think ignorance comes in many colors. Ignorance comes in many ways, and all of us are ignorant in our own ways. And none of us know everything, but I do know this: that he couldn't vote, he couldn't play offense, and he didn't play no defense. And the OCU Stars, Oklahoma City University, the whole school, we're so happy that there was one player out there that was the weak link in that SNU team.
Thank you so much. He knows nothing about history. If he did, he would have rushed to the polls, and so would all
Well,
of you.
he might have rushed to the goal.
Okay, Calvin, we have
He didn't
someone
hit.
on
He
the
didn't
line.
hit. I think he only had 4 points all night.
We-
But then that's better than I was doing in the stands. I didn't have any points, but I had a great time at that OCU
But
game.
let's
I'm
talk
sure
about
we're
it
going to
later
talk about
because
it.
we have
Okay.
someone on the line.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the
How
Clara
you
Luper
doing?
Radio
Morning.
Show live.
All
And
right. It's not what you know, it's what you do.
It's not what you know; it's what you do.
What you do.
Thank you.
that sounded like Fluky McDaniel.
That is right.
Oh, that is right. The black people in Oklahoma City know to vote, but they didn't vote. They were sitting up waiting on a miracle. Maybe we've all started bebopping. In place of voting, we are bebopping. I think it's just awful.
All right.
I've gotten more compliments on you, and I would like to thank you for what you are doing for the Clara Luper.
Oh, I enjoy doing it.
Oh, great. Well, I enjoy having you. This is time to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's not what you say. It's what you do. And boy, people should talk, not running nothing but their mouths. You hear them talking, you think they're going to do something. Well, today I'm waiting on my fantastic reporter. I know she's going to call in today. This is Clara Luper, and I would like to remind you that it's so bizarre time in Oklahoma City. Well, where are the people that want to see blacks move ahead in business? Will they be at the Soul Bazaar? Or will they forget to come? You aren't going to forget to come because you're going to help me. You're going to call a friend, tell your friend, let's go to the Soul Bazaar. And when you get to the Soul Bazaar, you'll be very pleased because you will have the opportunity to meet and talk to people that are interested in you. There will be a big agricultural workshop, and you cannot miss that. We are bringing someone in from Virginia, and I'm expecting Mr. Tillman to call in today so you will know all about it. But Soul Bazaar 2004, you will have the opportunity to see and to feel and to experience the real soul experience. Your Secretary of Agriculture will be there, the Oklahoma City Police Department, the Raleigh's real estate agent, the Social Security will be there, Kings Road Internet Service, Bruce Fisher from the Historical Society, ACLU of Oklahoma, Andre Dowdy with his CD gospel songs, Crizzo Meadows running for House seat number 97. Alonzo Skip Kelly will be there to tell you what he will do. Max Shelton will be there. Representative from Langston University. Not only that, the farm part or the dairy part or the goat part of Langston University will be there recruiting and what have you. The Phenomenal Mortgage Company telling you how you can buy a home. The National Resource Conservation Service will be there, explaining to you things that you didn't even know exist. I know I didn't. Farm Service Agency, Opio Toure, your representative will be there. Max Shelton will be there. Stephen Gunn will be there. Elijah Straw, Elijah Straw and his group will be there. Jasper Parker from the National Reserve Conservation Service. Fat will be there. Fat, have you ever heard of Fat City? Well, you'll see something. The United States Health Advisors will be there. Calvin, what do you think? What do you think, Calvin? Oh, what do you think?
Mom, I think, and in my thoughts, I'm wondering what I'm getting ready to say now, but I know what
I'm
I
talking
want to
about all
say.
those people that will be there.
We'll be at the Soul Bazaar.
Right.
Okay, I was on another line there, had an irate caller that wanted to bend my ear, but then I didn't mind that because that's one thing about being here at the radio station, 672-1220. We invite your response. We invite your call. Like Fluky said, it's not what you say, it's what you do. And I appreciate what you said, young lady. And I hope that you do better than what you did to me. But then that's cool. But then the Soul Bazaar, I'm looking forward to it, Mom, because of the fact that this is Soul Bazaar 2004. This will be an opportunity of a lifetime. Some of us have heard about what the black farmers are supposed, the big check that they're supposed to get. Some of us are worried about different careers, or maybe career changes. We know that there will be seminars. We know that there will be an opportunity for you to sell your products, for you to introduce your products, for you to, kind of judge the public reaction to the products that you have. We invite you to be a part of the Soul Bazaar. It is coming. It will be here. Whether you like it or not, it will be here. We want you to be a part of it. Keep listening to the show. We're going to tell you more about about the Soul Bazaar. But what Mom be coming up shortly will be an opportunity to continue to give you your flowers now. This has been an intense week. I'm looking forward to hearing about some of the places that you went this week. I know you went to a lot of places, but we've invited some people to call in, and I think that they should be calling pretty soon.
Okay, Calvin, thank you so very kindly. Soul Bazaar 2004. Someone's on the telephone, Calvin. Let's talk.
Well, let's go. Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready?
I'm
Good morning,
ready.
caller. Thank you for being a part of this, the Clara Luper Radio Show, where we're live and in beautiful living color. KTLV 1220 on your AM dial.
Miss Luper, I want to thank you because I lived in the era when I watched you on TV, what you went through, the fight for the rights, civil rights, and watched Martin Luther King. And I want to say, when we integrated, I won't say what town I live in right now, but I asked the kids, do they have the black history books there in the library? And I even called the school where I live. They claim them books are there, but I have grandchildren in them schools. Those books are not there for our children to read. Our children are not being taught their history, and that's why they're illiterate, like that young man you were speaking of. If he knew his history, he wouldn't make remarks like that. And we need to teach our children black history. They need to know the truth, who invented what, because they're in deception. And it bothers me that no one would take the time out to teach these children because they're living in a world, and like you said, I remember the Southern Nazarene University. I remember that town when you drove through it. You had to be careful how you went through it. You better creep
Tell
through
it, girl. Tell it.
So I know from living in this little town west of Oklahoma City how you better creep through these two little towns in between, as you would be arrested just for your color. And I appreciate you, and keep on telling the truth.
Okay, are you a registered voter?
Yes.
All right.
And I vote.
Okay.
All right, all right.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. You know, Mama, there's so many things in life, so many choices that we can make. And oftentimes we'll make a wrong choice. But there's one choice that we should never, no matter what religion, no matter what our condition is, we should register to vote. But we have another caller on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Clara Luper Radio Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is this Calvin?
Yes, it is. You
Hi,
sound
Calvin.
so familiar.
Yeah. This is Sherry Boyles from Oklahoma City University.
Sherry Boyles from Oklahoma City University. Now, that's the university where the Clara Luper Scholars are, am I correct?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
30 of them.
30. Oh, Sherry. How are those scholars doing? Well,
No,
first of all, let's start over.
Let's
Okay.
take it from grade through.
Okay. Sherry, you at Oklahoma City University, and you with the admissions department?
That's right. I'm Director of Admissions at Oklahoma City University.
All right.
And I am so proud of you. You don't know how proud I am of you because you're doing a terrific job.
Well, we are just thrilled and honored to have this Clara Luper Scholarship program. And we've got 30 scholars this year and going to have 30 more next year. So
Oh, no.
we are so pleased to be able to offer the scholarship opportunity to students in your name, Clara.
Well, I love it, girl. I love it. Scholarships in my name and Clara Luper from Hoffman, Oklahoma. Oh, my gracious.
You know, Sherry, the big question that we often get, and I know that I know the answer, and some of us know the answer, but why Clara Luper Scholarship?
Well, about this time last year, actually, Calvin, Oklahoma City University wanted to create a scholarship opportunity that would provide access to the education that students can receive at Oklahoma City University. We wanted to provide that access to students who otherwise may not have it. And, of course, we wanted to target Oklahoma City public schools. And those schools are often underrepresented on our campus. And we believe that what we're doing, the education we provide at Oklahoma City University, is an incredible education, and some students do not have access to it. We are a private school, and we cost more than a public school, but we're committed to providing that education for everyone who wants it.
Now, that sounds good. And we have one of our reporters on here that says, it's not what you say, it's what you do. At OCU, at OCU, as Director of Admissions, how could I go about getting... Not me. Let me start over. I'm a little past age.
Okay.
But how do you go about getting the Clara Luper Scholarship?
Very simple. First of all, you have to apply for admission to Oklahoma City University. And for students who desire to apply for the Clara Luper Scholarship, we even waive the application fee to the university. So first of all, you have to apply to the university, and there's a simple scholarship application, the Clara Luper Scholarship application. And we also ask students to submit their free application for federal student aid. And then we're going to have a interview process as well this year. So if students or parents are listening and they would like to have an application for this scholarship, really all they have to do is pick up the phone and call Oklahoma City University Office of Admissions.
Outstanding.
What is that telephone number?
It is 521-5050. And if they want to call the office, we will mail them an application. They're welcome to come in the office and visit with us. We'll help them fill it out. Whatever we can do to help students apply for the scholarship, we would love to do.
You know, Sherry, one thing that I was extremely proud of during at the OCU SNU basketball game was the fact that there were so many kids that were coming in asking about next year, how they could go about getting that scholarship. But then the big highlight of it all was when they said the grade averages of the kids that are scholars, Clara Luper scholars. That just tickles me to death.
Absolutely. They are
Clara Luper scholars.
They're doing absolutely fabulous. For the first semester, they're, as a group of 30 Clara Luper scholars, their average grade point average as a group was 3.08. We had some students that were over the top of a 4.0 because they're in our honors program. But as a group, they were at 3.08, and we are thrilled with their success at Oklahoma City University and looking for 30 more this year.
All right. You know, also, too, it was I met one of the scholars that was in biochemistry. I think that was at 4 points. She had a 4.09.
Ronisha Ponder from, that's exactly right.
Well, that just thrilled me. But then my thrill also was watching the pride and the satisfaction that Mom got out of seeing her scholars, but then seeing what you and your staff, Nathaniel, Dr. Hall, and everybody, the satisfaction that you all got out of the scholars. Are there any, have you had any other, what would be the highlight of being a Clara Luper Scholar? The responsibility of it. Do the students seem to be accepting that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, we depend on the Clara Luper Scholars for quite a bit on campus. They've taken great leadership. Now, as a Clara Luper Scholar, there is a participation requirement for the scholarship, and we require those students to give back to the community as well. Right. So they're involved in service to the community, service on campus. They're absolutely an integral part of our campus community and doing a fabulous job. And it's honestly been an honor for me and a privilege to be able to get to know these kids and work with them and get them to Oklahoma City University and watch them just flourish.
You know, also those young people, they don't only come from the Oklahoma City area, but they're from across the state and I think different parts of the country, right?
That's true. Well, right now they're all from Oklahoma, but they're not all from Oklahoma City. Although we're targeting Oklahoma City Public Schools. We have some some Clara Luper scholars from Lawton and Tulsa as well. So yeah, they're from across Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of this Hispanic person, and he was speaking fluent Spanish. I said, "Man, where are you from?"
Oh, yeah.
He told me something.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah,
I don't know.
Some of our Hispanic students come from families where the primary language is, of course, Spanish. And you probably heard Juan Carlos Gaitan.
Definitely.
That
was his name.
Yeah, that's it.
So I was trying to listen, but I didn't. I got to brush up on my Spanish.
Yeah.
But then, Sherry, could you tell us once again how we can contact you at OCU?
Calvin,
I have the
before you
number.
do that-
Before I do that?
Before you do that,
This is
we've
the
got
Clara
to
Luper
talk
Radio.
about that president
Right.
of Oklahoma City University, because I remember going out to Oklahoma City University asking the president to admit black students. I know a lot about Oklahoma City University and how that university has changed and become a real part of America's dream. So let's talk about the president.
I tell you what, President Tom McDaniel has done such an outstanding job at Oklahoma City University in his last years that he's been here, and we're thrilled, of course, that he has signed another contract to be with us another 5 years.
Oh, wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
The incredible leadership he is providing, I tell you, we could just not have found any better leadership than Tom J. McDaniel, and he's has a tremendous staff working for him, lots of great vice presidents who are just leading out in all areas, from academic programs to student life, which of course is where this Clara Luper Scholarship was developed. President McDaniel is just leading Oklahoma City University to new heights, and it's a great place to be, and to be working for such a leader as he is. So, and you've experienced that, Clara. We love having you on campus, and just are thrilled with the new programs we're developing and the direction that Oklahoma City University is going.
Okay, I am so proud of him, and I was really proud to see him beat the president of SMU.
Yeah, we had that free throw contest, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, President McDaniel versus President of SNU, and Oklahoma City University and Tom McDaniel won. That was great.
That was really good.
That set the pace. That set the tone for the rest of the game, because that second half, the men's team just did a fantastic job. And after the game, Coach Case said, "Ms. Luper, I think you are lucky. You are a lucky spectator. We need you at more of our games so we can go on to maybe to the big one." No
Yeah.
telling.
Well, if you guys can get there, that would be absolutely fabulous. We'll take Clara Luper as our good luck charm.
No, I'm going to take you all as my good luck charm,
Okay.
because
Those 30
you can't
students.
express
60.
my appreciation, not only for me, but for my family and my friends that came out. We were greeted at the door by you. We had all the front seats reserved with a sign say, "Reserved for Clara Luper." But oh, that half.
Well, you have done such incredible work throughout your lifetime for Oklahoma and in Oklahoma City, all across Oklahoma. And we are just pleased to be able to have this scholarship and have the scholarship in your name, and hopefully continue the legacy that you are leaving. These students will just pick up and carry on.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to let you in on a secret.
Okay.
My success has been based not on Clara Luper, but on all of the people that have helped me.
Yeah.
And my people come in all sizes and all colors and all races and all religions. And when you honored me, you are really honoring those that have worked with me, those that have prayed with me, those that have supported me financially. And I appreciate it. And when I had the opportunity to walk out on that court with 30 Clara Luper scholars, and when I was presented a dozen of roses and other flowers, tears just flowed down my cheek. And I looked up to the heavens and said, "Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Daddy. for giving me a chance. And that's all I needed. And I'm so excited about it.
She's getting emotional again, Sherry, right here in the studio, because it was truly an emotional experience for those of us that were there, and just to see Mom out there, but just to see those young people and see their willingness and their happiness on having a lot of the pressures of college off of their back, and how well they seem to be adjusting to college life. I look forward to knowing and to hearing more about the Clara Luper Scholarship.
Well, we better talk about what that scholarship pays for.
You know what? We better. We didn't do that yet.
Right.
The Clara Luper Scholarship is what lots of people in the world of higher education refer to as a full-ride scholarship. It's full tuition. It covers all the fees, room and board, and all the books. We're not asking students who are yet what they're going to major in, and they're exploring things. So in 4 years at our current tuition rate, this scholarship is worth about $80,000 over the course of 4 years.
$80,000 individually.
Right.
So if I multiply 80 times 30,
that's right.
I'll be up there in the money. Go, Clara, go.
Thank you, OCU.
Yeah,
and
as you know,
to those leaders. You know, another highlight of this past week at OCU was meeting Miss Black OCU. I don't have her name with me,
Laura
but she
Anderson.
was so proud and so happy. I look forward to seeing how she does on the statewide competition. But then she was Miss Black OCU. She was there. I tell you, that was my auntie, my sister, my cousins. All of us were there, and you, Sherry. Thank you.
I saw Mrs. Bennett. I saw Mrs.
Bennett,
Reed,
yeah.
and I saw so many of my friends. But Miss Black OCU is who now?
Laura Anderson.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Laura Anderson, and she'll do a tremendous job. Great young woman, and she was actually part of the OCU Rhythms group too. That was out performing at halftime.
Oh, okay.
Who entertained us extremely well. That was a joy to watch.
Okay.
All right. Well,
now,
let's go to the top.
Do you think she has a chance of winning Miss Black Oklahoma?
Well, I certainly do think she has a chance.
But what are y'all doing to help her to win?
Well, Clint Normore, who is our Clara Luper Scholar, I'm sure he's working pretty closely with Laura. And I don't know exactly what we're doing, but I will find out.
Oh, well, good. It's been such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you for waking up so early and listening and being a part of this, the Clara Luper Radio Show, not only where we're live and in beautiful color, but we're so happy to have you with us, okay?
Oh, thanks
for those scholars.
You guys have a great day.
Okay. Have I gotten any applications for the Clara Luper Scholarship for this year?
Oh, Ms. Luper, we have about 75 applications right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're expecting about that many more.
Okay,
fantastic.
Then. Okay.
Sherry, do me a favor, and those other people in your admissions office, will you give them a gigantic thank you from all of us and say, keep up the good work. And I'm so proud of OCU and the growth that's happening on that campus. But then, like you said, you have a dynamic leader.
Yes,
and a great staff, and you all are doing a fantastic job. Looking forward to not only the Clara Luper Scholars, but to everything else that will be happening at that great school is right here in our city.
That's right. Okay.
All righty.
Thank you.
And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, Calvin, that's really interesting. And I know all of you out in Radio Land that have made that scholarship possible. You're the ones that have helped me. And whenever I receive anything, I say thank you because you are my supporters.
Well, not only that, Mom, but then, you know, one thing about it, we've bragged on you at OCU. We haven't gotten to bragging on you in the presentation that you made at Central State UCO,
UCO,
or at another diagnostic lab, or Baptist Hospital. But I tell you what, we can brag.
At that beautiful church on last.
Oh, I was saving that. See,
okay, Calvin.
But Mom, we have
somebody on the line.
Yeah, right. Good morning. How you doing, Doc?
Wonderful this morning. How are you?
Fantastic. Now that I hear your voice, it sounds like a participant in the Soul Bazaar.
Yes, it is.
Okay, who is this?
This is Willard Tillman with the Oklahoma State Department of Ag.
All right.
And tell us about that workshop and tell us about what's going on.
Oh, Miss Luper, I'm real excited. I'm real excited. But the days are getting short, and I'm beginning to get a little bit more excited each day. This is called Opportunities Plus whereas that this workshop will be there. We'll have various USD agencies there. We'll have Langston University there. We've got an exciting young speaker coming out of South Carolina by the name of Renita Page, who's just going to floor them with all of her little young knowledge and experience and some of the opportunities that are out there that people don't know about. We're going to share those with those people to give them some ideas, that they can probably put into action and be able to do some things. We've got Mr. Cornell Nash, who's with the Langston University, and he is the liaison for the university, and he's going to speak a little bit about some of the opportunities that are available out there.
Well, we have opportunities, plus we have not known about the opportunities that are available in various fields. We didn't know the opportunities that were available in the field of agriculture.
Yeah, you're going to have Mr. Jim Reese, who's the state director for the Farm Services Agency. He stepped up to the plate and said that he was going to be there and he was going to deliver the message.
Really?
So people are just stepping up one at a time, want to make a contribution to your efforts, Mrs. Luper, as well as, putting this information out there for the people that come to the Soul Bazaar.
Will the commissioner be there? The head of the department, Mr. Honorable Mr. Peach?
Mr. Peach has that on his schedule.
And he will be there?
To my knowledge, he will be there, unless, in government sometimes the unexpected happens, but as of right now, it's on the table.
Well, tell me about some of the other leaders that our audience will have the opportunity to meet.
You're going to meet Mr. Jasper Parker. He is the Assistant State Conservationist out of Stillwater, the regional office here in Oklahoma. He'll be there to talk about natural resource conservation. And, they're the stewards of the land. They're the ones that basically help most of the clients out there develop the plans that will best suit them and their land. I'm going to do a little presentation on what they call Welcome to the World of Plasticulture. And I know that right there is something people of plasticulture. What is that?
That's what I want to know.
Well, plasticulture it's been around for a while, but we're gonna get into that and show people some of the benefits of that.
Okay, what else are you going to do?
We're going to basically be sure. Oh, I've got a little assessment form that I'm going to pass around to try to assess, what most of these people are basically been doing, the ones that are out there on the land. And once I receive that, I'll give an assessment to that, and based on that assessment, I'll try to create some new innovative ideas to help them.
Okay, I understand that you are bringing a large number of young people in from Little Dixie.
You mean Mr. Charles Rogers and
Yes.
the Oklahoma Black Historical Research Project?
Yes.
Yes, they're going to be bringing a busload of youth up here to participate in the Soul Bazaar. And they're excited. The parents are excited. They're all just getting on the bus.
Okay. And some of them, I understand, are participating in AXO.
Yes, I didn't get all the specifics on that, but I did hear that we had some participants in that.
Well, I've heard that. Well, I would like to thank you for being our leader. We have to depend on you. And those of you that are in positions, come back and help somebody else. That's what Harry Tubman did. That's the Underground Railroad. You come back and tell us what's happening, because we really don't know.
I think Tillman, and I'll say this publicly, I think you got a little Harry Tubman in you, because once you start on the project, you don't finish. You don't let the other person slow down, but you make sure that we get to the finish line. And I appreciate that. But then one thing about your career, I think is very interesting. Would you explain to us how you got involved in the Department of Agriculture before we move on?
Well,
Oklahoma Department.
Calvin, it was a deal whereas that they had an application over. I went out and filled it out, and at that time I started to work as an administrative assistant in operations of the Department of Ag. And as we went down the road, an opportunity opened up where I could work with the REAP program and some of the development of the youth and things of that nature. And it's just kind of moved up the ladder from there.
You're definitely right.
Well, thank you so very kindly. And let me tell you, they're having a big bean dinner at Faith Memorial Baptist Church, and I want you to go by there and get some good old beans and sweet potato pie and other pies. It's sponsored by the Order of Eastern Stars. Don't miss it. Go by there because they are waiting on you now. And I'm going to also have to tell you that this portion of our program is brought to you by Johnson Sardina's
Come on, let's tell Tillman thank you.
Oh, he knows we are thankful for him.
You don't have to say
part
things
of the
publicly.
team.
You know?
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Luper.
Not only that, but thank you for bringing in those Miss Black Oklahoma contestants from Wewoka, from Seminole County, and from New Lima.
Well, we've done it. You know, one thing about Tillman, and as I said, he has a dogged personality where if you say that you're going to do something, he's going to help you to do it. And the Department of Agriculture is so many different areas, and it's good to know somebody.
Opportunities Plus, Calvin.
Yeah, Opportunities Plus. That's the theme of the Soul Bazaar,
Well,
2004. I have another caller on the line, too.
Okay.
That's a bragging caller, a young lady that's been with us a week or two.
Well, let me tell you where Johnson Shadina's located, 1643 Northeast 50. The telephone number is 424-4656, and they have an opening for two little bitty babies. Johnson Shadina, 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Good morning, caller. Welcome to the Clara Luper Radio Show, where we're bragging on Chauncey Shardina's, where we're letting you know what all Clara Luper has done this past week, but we're looking forward to hearing from you. How you doing? You still with me?
This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. The Miss Black Oklahoma pageant 2004 is getting closer and closer. And if you don't have a ticket, I encourage you to get one because this will be a treat that you don't want to miss. Also, the NAACP Youth Council meetings are every Monday night at 7 o'clock. I hope to see you all at Radioland there, and I guarantee you will learn something new. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter.
Thank you, Coco. We're so happy to have you back.
Fantastic reporter, dynamic cheerleader, and she's been with the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant
ever since I can remember.
As a page for years. But Coco, thank you so much for not only your report, but for the good job you're doing there in the Millwood school system.
Robert Gates Barbershop, located at 2609 North Martin Luther King. You don't need an appointment. All you need to do is walk in, and they will take care of business.
Hey, you mean Phil or Mr. Gates?
Well, yes, the whole team will take care of business. Hometown, where you can buy groceries until 12 o'clock a.m. at 2001 Northeast 23rd Street, or at 23rd and Martin Luther King. Go by. The telephone number is 427-9576. Let's talk business, and business is AXO. AXO will be, the AXO contestants are coming in. We have contacted all the schools, all of the churches, and everybody has an opportunity. You have Opportunities Plus in AXO. AXO competition will start on Friday at the Soul Bazaar and will go through Friday and Saturday. Who will represent us in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? I do not know, but I do know that AXO, they tell me John Marshall High School has 25 AXO representatives in the field of science. Well, this is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and let me tell you about the Zetas. The Zeta Phi Beta sorority will be having its annual final womanhood banquet or luncheon. Call it whatever you want to. But they are honoring Mrs. Bosie Walker as the winner of the final womanhood award for 2004. Bosie Walker is many things to many people. To some, she's a soft-spoken dictator. She will dictate to you what you have to do, and you cannot question her back. She works hard in a church at Quails Methodist Church. She works hard with groups. She serves as a co-chairman of the Hospitality Committee for Miss Black Oklahoma. She serves as a dependable treasurer for the Freedom Center Incorporated, and she takes care of business.
Oh, yes.
I could talk about Mrs. Bosie Walker forever. Calvin, she will receive the Final Womanhood Award.
I'm looking forward to seeing that, and that's today.
That's today.
That's today, sure.
But you haven't seen anything until you see the Community Service Awards. The Community Service Awards today will be given to that talented, that hard-working Gloria Matthews. Why would Gloria Matthews, along with Mrs. Keaton, receive the community awards? Because they have worked so hard. Mrs. Keaton has succeeded in the musical field, training hundreds and hundreds of students, working in a church, working with people. Mrs. Gloria Matthews has succeeded because she is now in the third generation of young people that she has taken care of at Johnson Shardina's daycare. Johnson Shardina's daycare was just a dream, but Mrs. Gloria Matthews made it a reality. And today she's going to be honored not only for her work as a businesswoman in the community, but for her outstanding leadership in her church, in the community, in every effort that you can think about. And one thing I can tell you about it, she loves children.
Well, Mom, speaking of love for children.
Let me tell you where they will be, Calvin, let me tell you. They will be honored today at 11:30 a.m. at the Twin Hills Golf and Country Club, located at 3401 Northeast 36th Street, and I think they only have 5 tickets left. The tickets were only $25 each, and it'll be worth $50 to see Mrs. Boosie Walker, Mrs. Keaton, and Mrs. Gloria Matthews.
Okay.
You've got to see.
I'm looking forward to that. Well, Mom, this has been an exciting week, and another one of the highlights of the week was your presentation at Baptist Hospital, the Integris, and we had a couple callers already this morning saying how much they appreciated you coming out there, but not only appreciated, but how proud they were to see a little old black woman from Hoffman, Oklahoma, sit up there and talk that talk and walk that walk, and had all of them really inspired. How did you feel being there in that auditorium?
I felt good because Ron Benefee was there, and you were there, and those people wanted to know, and I showed you all off. But Calvin, I would like to speak to white Oklahoma, because
what you mean, white Oklahoma?
So white people in Oklahoma, because some of them say, why black history? Get your pencils and paper, and I'm going to tell you in my own Hoffman words why we have black history.
Why we celebrate it this
Why
month.
we celebrate.
Why do we, stupid question, everybody out there can go along with me and ask this question. Why do we celebrate Black History Month?
I'm so happy you asking me that, because I want you to understand. But there are so many things that we do not understand, and maybe you do. I would like to ask you 2 questions. Why is it that a worm can turn into a butterfly? Why is it that a black cow can eat green grass and give white milk? Answer that. Then I will tell you why we celebrate Black History Month.
Well,
I will tell you in the words of Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes says, someday somebody will talk about me. Someday somebody will write about me. And then he said it will be me, myself. So black history is me, myself. But any student of history would know that black history is white history. Let me prove my case. I'm going to prove my case. From the beginning of the history of this country, when slavery was introduced into America, there were many whites that fought against slavery. Tell me the story of a little old woman by the name of Harriet Beecher Stowe, who picked up her pen and wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, and Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States, stated that this is the woman that caused the Civil War. She wrote about slavery, exposing it. Isn't that white history? Tell me about William Lloyd Garrison, a group of people that wanted slavery went to his office, took him out, stripped him buck naked, and he was dragged down the streets of Boston, and he was saying that I will not quit. I want the slaves to be free. Tell me about Father McDowell, who walked here in Oklahoma City. Tell me about Reverend Shields. Tell me about the whites that died. Tell me about Miss Licio down in Alabama. That's white history and black history. Yesterday I tried to explain that to white folks and black folks all over this state, because they've got to realize that no one group has a monopoly on history. I tried to explain it. I have presented this week my illustration of what I believe America is all about. I do not go along with the philosophy that America is a melting pot. I go along with the philosophy that it's a stew pot where different races add to that stew. Let's quickly make some stew. Let's put some water in it. Let's put some white potatoes in it. Let's represent white people. Let's put some red tomatoes in it, representing Indians. Let's put some carrots in it, representing those yellow people. Let's mix and let's sprinkle. And that pot cannot be finished until you take some red meat and put it in that stew, and that stew turns brown, representing the brown-skinned people. Not only that, that stew could not be completed because that stew is crying out for something else. Grab that black pepper and put in that stew, and that black pepper will represent those of us that were black that came to America. I could go on with my stew, but I always leave my stew right there on the stove because I want you to remember that stew is no good. I don't care what kind of white potatoes or red tomatoes or black pepper until you put some heat on it. And that's what we have done in America to perpetuate our America. How did we put heat on it? We petitioned. We went to jail. We cried. We prayed. We wrote songs, not pop songs, songs that had some meaning, not popcorn songs. Our forefathers that couldn't read or write wrote songs that are alive today and can warm your heart, not something that you can twist on like a twisting machine. I'm telling you, that's what black history is all about. Those that have put heat that brought about a better day. And let me tell you young people something. You walk around talking about how much you are and how proud you are. You aren't proud if your pants are hanging halfway you're behind. Your head rags on. Do you know that you live in a world where you're going to have to be real? Nobody's going to let you into the doors of opportunities unless you look right, unless you feel right. And then don't let me start on those of you that would go against the teachings of your forefathers. Maybe they didn't know all about physics and chemistry and Shakespeare, but they had sense enough to keep themselves out of jail so you could be here today. And Calvin,
you got warmed up there, Mom, but
yeah.
You're right, and that's the good part. That's why I sat back and I enjoyed that because that was only a part of some of the speeches that you've given this week, and the crowds where you've been have been tremendously inspired. And I know just that brief 3 or 4 minutes there, that those of you who are listening to the Clara Luper Radio Show on this a beautiful Saturday morning, even though it's a difficult Saturday morning, but a beautiful Saturday morning, it hopefully you've got a better understanding of why Black History Month, why Black History Week. But see, what the fire has to do is to continue,
to heat it up.
March, April, May, June, July, August, September,
Stir
October,
that
November.
pot.
You got to be on it and do it. You got to realize that you're representing, as some people say, you're representing not just yourself, but your family, your extended family, your friends, that you're a representation of all of us. So, stay tuned.
Because every time you use drugs, you're disgracing your forefathers. Every time you get drunk, you're disgracing your forefathers. Every time you commit a crime, you're becoming a criminal in place of what your forefathers have dreamed about. Our people, blacks and whites, have died for your rights, and you cannot let them down.
Well, Mom, you're right. And this is, as I was saying, this is a beautiful day. It's a sad day, and I want to extend our... You already talked about it.
I tell you what, we better tell everybody that on Monday, the escorts will meet at what time?
Right, that's the Miss Black Oklahoma escorts will meet at the Freedom Center at 5:30 on this Monday. We missed it this past week, but there was a reason for that. We were at that OCU SNU basketball game where
dedicated to Clara Luper,
and where OCU pulled it out. And I don't know. I got a call on the line. I don't think I
I
can
better
see
thank Reverend Baker and that group out there.
Ooh,
I would like to thank everybody that's made it possible. But tomorrow,
Clarence Adams, we got to mention Clarence
Adams and all that. But Clara, let me tell you what's going to happen at Fifth Street tomorrow. Mr. Portwood Williams will be speaking in the morning at Fifth Street Baptist Church. I want you to be there. But I've asked all of you to wear white tomorrow at Fifth Street Baptist Church because we are working along with the Missionary Society, and bring that food cooked. I asked
what
you,
Brother
you know,
Boyles said.
Calvin, you know, I asked in my church for 12 chickens. You know how many chickens they gave me?
9.
20 chickens.
Oh, my goodness.
5th Street.
I was going to say
Street.
none,
Thank
but
you.
then I don't
But
know.
the food will start coming in tomorrow. As the food arrives, it's going to go into the fellowship hall. We have a whole committee that will be working on it, and you are invited to come and eat with us. What do you like? If you like ham, it's there. We have chicken, we have turkeys, we have barbecue, we have whatever you need. Come and eat with us tomorrow.
You know, Mom, March the 13th, some things are happening, and I'll tell you more about that on next week's show. But I want to remind everybody to get ready, to be ready for the Soul Bazaar.
That's right.
What's the theme again? Opportunities?
Opportunities plus. And Calvin, I need to tell you that Mrs. Helen Smith pulled one on us yesterday. She sold dinners at Freedom Center like selling popcorn. Thank you, Mrs. Smith. This is Clara Luper.
Don't go, Mama, don't go.
I'm not going. You got to sing your happy birthday. Yes.
You know, and this is
okay.
going all the way down on the other side of Houston, Texas, down around that Prairie View area. Navasota, Texas. Mrs. Emma Matthews celebrating her 87th birthday. Also, Paul, I know you're going to be riding down there as the main man in the family, but you tell Miss Emma that I said happy birthday to her. Not only am I saying it, I'm going to sing it to her, but then there's another young lady that's celebrating her birthday. She told me to tell her age, but I'm not going to tell it. But Mary Harding, this song goes out especially for you and your dear auntie. Happy birthday to you, Miss Mary Harding. Happy birthday, Emma Matthews. Happy birthday to you, and may you have many more.
Calvin, you're good at what you're doing. You're really true. You say you can't sing, and
Well, I'm trying to play the harmonica. I know that sounds
okay.
getting a little bit. That might
But
add
one
to my
thing
singing.
about it, Reverend Burris is back in town.
Back from Nicaragua.
Reverend
I'm sorry.
Burris is back. I'm telling you, he's
Have
looking
no
good.
fear.
He's looking good. Reverend Burris, I want to say welcome home. Welcome home.
I'll tell you, it's a good welcome home present. You sit up here with all this blue leather.
Oh, yes, I'm on my way
That's
to
that
the
Zeta
station.
Phi Beta.
Reverend Burris,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have 1 minute, and I'm on Burris time now.
That's
Will
right.
you give me a glimpse of what you've been through since I saw you last?
Well, we had an opportunity to visit Nicaragua. Where there we built a church.
You built a church while you were there?
Yes, ma'am. We
Mhm.
took a medical team where we gave away a lot of medicine. We gave away eyeglasses, and we did dental work, and we gave away about 2,000 Bibles, and
Oh, man.
we just baptized hundreds of people in the rivers, and it was just a wonderful.
Baptize them in the rivers. I understand there are a lot of snakes in those
Well, we
rivers
did. We
there.
threw rocks in there, and the snakes went away. You know.
Oh, well,
One thing
thank
about a
you.
snake, you
Yeah,
don't want to
and
get
we
hit.
did a lot of praying before we went into the water.
I would sure have to do a lot of praying, I'm telling you.
So it's very, and what we are trying to do is get our people. I was the only representative, only black African American in the whole state of country of Nicaragua. So we need to get our people, our churches has promised that they was going to try to support and help take eyeglasses. We ran out of eyeglasses, and people was don't have eyeglasses, and we almost had a riot because the people was trying to rush in to get medical assistance, and it was Nicaragua is a very poor country. It's about $500 a year is the average income. So
Well, aren't there a lot of people in there your color?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Some of them think I'm a
Some of my
That's what I
color too.
thought.
No.
They're not my
Well,
color.
not me.
They don't quite have this deep a color. But I don't know.
But
it's okay.
I'm looking forward to next year is to try to get a drive going for people who have eyeglasses.
Well, I have some. How many do you
And
need?
as many as you can, just save them up.
And I promise you something, and I'm going to live up to my
I
promise.
know you will. I know you will. But I just
Hey,
thank God.
y'all,
for-
you know we're running off in another time.
Okay, we on Burris
But what we
time.
got to
Let's get
say-
off of Burris
well,
time.
Miss Lupe,
You
you're
talking,
looking
boy.
good this morning.
You are too.
And
I'm
I
glad
want
you're
to get you on a radio program.
She's on it now.
No, but I mean, I just want to do some
Okay.
time with a special interview.
And I want to do some special time with you.
Yeah, all right.
Because it's not every day you meet somebody that's been to Nicaragua.
That's right.
What's the main language out there?
Spanish.
Spanish. Okay.
But we have Spanish-speaking Bible. We took 1,000, 2,000 Spanish-speaking Bibles, and the majority of the religion over there is Catholic.
The producers, everybody gonna figure to get on that case over here.
They told us to spread the word. Go ye into all of the world.
That's right.
And that's what you're doing, and I want you to know how proud I am.
Well, God bless
of
you. And you keep praying for me because it's not an easy job to do.
I'm a pray. I don't know, Reverend. I'm gonna pray for some of these ministers that can't do nothing but shout in their church. This is Clara Luper saying bye-bye, and I do love you. I just
well, God bless you, Clara.
Bye-bye. Reverend Cooper will preach at 5th Street at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Don't miss it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So it was our time.
God bless you. All right. Good to see you, Clara. Hey, you're looking good. I like that, too.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your number one gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.